Good morning. Today is Thursday, August 25th. I'm Danielle Wiggins with your 3 News Now morning update. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me on the WKYC YouTube page. We start with Holly, who's tracking more sunshine and heat.
Oh my goodness, what a day, Danielle. True. And as we go hour by hour, we see exactly that. Most of you started in the 50s and 60s, had a little patchy fog inland this morning, but outside of that, warming into the 80s today. By noontime, we're low 80s, we're mid 80s for highs this afternoon. And then we start to see more partly cloudy skies heading into this evening on your Union Home Mortgage 7-day outlook. We'll eventually be bringing in chances for showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. It'll be later in the day primarily, but yeah, the possibility will be there for your Friday. But we do dry it out for the weekend, which is the best news of all. So Saturday, Sunday looking good, getting really hot by Sunday with highs close to 90 degrees. And then scattered storms Monday, Tuesday. That front pushes through and it's going to feel pretty terrific as we head into Wednesday.
Thank you so much, Holly. And we start with 3 things to know this morning, beginning in Columbus. After nearly 14 contentious hours of negotiations, the Board of Education and the Teachers Union have reached a conceptual agreement. This means students will return to the classroom Monday. More than 47,000 students were supposed to be back in the classroom yesterday for the first day of the school year. Instead, they were taught virtually by substitutes, while teachers, along with some parents and students, were on the picket line.
We'd rather be in the buildings with our students.
I'm upset that I didn't get to go on my first day.
Hopefully we'll be able to go back to class soon, and I don't want to be behind.
Among the teachers' demands are smaller class sizes, building improvements, and an increase in pay. The CEO of Columbus Schools says those concerns are still being negotiated. This is the first time teachers in Columbus have been on strike in nearly 50 years. And a big boost was just announced for Cleveland's RTA. They are getting an $11.5 million grant from ODOT. $8 million will be used to replace rail cars. The rest of the grant will be used to replace 6 buses that currently run on diesel. The new buses will be powered by environmentally friendly natural gas. And many Northeast Ohioans will soon be saving a lot of money, and that is on their electric bill. The Northeast Ohio Public Energy Council, or Nopec, is moving customers back to its default service. Right now, thousands of people are enrolled in their standard pricing, which goes off of market rates, but those rates are currently double. So here's what you need to know. The switch will happen automatically. There's nothing else customers need to do to get the lower rates, and you will not be charged any sort of fee. It could take up to 2 billing cycles to see any changes in pricing, and Nopec will keep it in place through winter of 2023. We have more details at WKYC.com. Turning to a 3 News investigation now, where we have learned the Maple Heights police rookie who shot and killed Daytwan Catchings in the back was forced months earlier to resign in another suburban Cleveland police department. After a chase, Officer Terrence Duncan, hired just a month earlier, fired a shot at Catchings as he was climbing a fence, killing him. Last year, Brooklyn police forced Duncan to resign. Duncan's training officer, Matthew Mihangos, was fired in 2016 from the Highland Hills Police Department. The attorney for the Catchings family is comparing these hirings to that of former Cleveland officer Timothy Lohman, who shot and killed 12-year-old Tamir Rice. In 2012, Lohman resigned after only 6 months with Independence Police. He was told he'd be let go for dismal handgun performance and emotional issues.
This is the exact same example. We had Lohman, who should not have been an officer with Cleveland. They should have learned from that to see we cannot hire officers who are incapable of performing the minimal task. The mayor is responsible for that. The chief of police is responsible for that.
Maple Heights has not responded for a comment on the hiring of the 2 officers. Meanwhile, officers Duncan and Mihangos remain in the department while Cleveland police continue to investigate the shooting. And in COVID news this morning, the FDA plans to authorize updated booster shots from Pfizer and Moderna around Labor Day. Both vaccines target the Omicron subvariants and will be aimed at teens and adults as part of the FDA's fall booster campaign. And we also have updated numbers from the Cuyahoga County Board of Health on monkeypox cases in the state. As of yesterday, there are 133 cases of monkeypox in Ohio. 61 of those are in Cuyahoga County. The Cleveland Department of Health reports 41 cases in the city. Right now, the most impacted community is still the LGBTQ+ community. That's where health officials are concentrating their efforts as community members get vaccinated.
The possibility of monkeypox spreading to other networks is there, but for the most part, it's just affecting this one community, and that's where we're investing our resources to help.
So it was very important for us to be part of the solution.
The Cuyahoga County Board of Health continues to stress that this virus can impact anyone, not just the LGBTQ+ community, and it is not an STD. And huge news for millions of Americans with federal student loan debt. President Joe Biden announced his student loan forgiveness plan, which includes $10,000 worth of forgiveness for most borrowers. It also includes $20,000 worth of forgiveness for those who went to college on Pell Grants. The relief will be limited to those that earn under $125,000 a year or $250,000 for married couples or heads of households. The president will also extend the payment pause for one final time through December 31st of this year. And obviously, there are a variety of emotions with this announcement. But for some college students at Kent State University we spoke to about the news, the relief is already being felt.
Coming from not having like a lot of money or being able to pay for college, having loans and worrying about having to pay those back is like a very stressful situation. I know I told my mom, I'm like, I'm gonna continue to go to school as long as I can.
I'm a first generation. This was huge. Obviously money always gonna be a problem.
Take that jump because you never know what you're gonna get into.
And of course, we will continue to follow this story on WKYC.com. And as the Cleveland Guardians season continues, one major part of team history, well, is getting some high honors. 50 years to the day after he first brought his brass drum to Cleveland Municipal Stadium, John Adams is being celebrated. The Guardians announced that their legendary stadium drummer has been inducted into the franchise's Distinguished Hall of Fame for non-uniform personnel. Adams first brought his drum to Cleveland Municipal Stadium in 1973, leading fans in supporting the team while attending more than 3,700 games. As a tribute, the team commissioned a local sculptor to create a bronzed replica drum to attach to his bleacher bench at Progressive Field. Congratulations to him. And the Cleveland Public Library teamed up with the Northeast Ohio chapter of A Special Wish to make a 1.5-year-old's dreams come true. A rare genetic bone disease caused Reese to go blind, so she had to have a bone marrow transplant to keep the disease from progressing, which could crush her from the inside out. She also loves Braille books, and yesterday she explored her first ever library.
She's pretty special in the way she plays, and they've accommodated her and brought lots of touch, and she loves just to play with cups and plates, which they brought for her.
Well, Reese, she will not get her eyesight back and will need to continue to have checkups, but her mom says she is doing really well right now, and she is such a cutie. Well, thank you for taking time to join me for this 3 News Now morning update. Our digital team will continue to bring you the stories making headlines around Northeast Ohio and beyond. Make sure you continue to check our social media pages and WKYC.com throughout the day. I'm Danielle Wiggins, and I'll see you tomorrow morning on Go, starting at 4:30 a.m. Have a great day, everybody.